All right, so we are going to proceed with our webinar for today. A very warm welcome, a very good evening to all of you. So, before we proceed, I would like to give you all my introduction so that you know me better. So, my name is Muskan Bhatia. I am the manager of the counseling cell at Univariety. From past 7 to 8 years, I've been counseling students. I've been counseling students from different schools, from DPS Jalandhar, from Trinity International, from Delhi, almost everywhere. So today I'm here to discuss on a very important topic, that is liberal arts, and we'll be discussing more about the admission process, what kind of colleges are available for liberal arts. So I'm sure you all will love it, and all of you can share your queries in the chat box so that I can better interact with all of you and address to your concerns and queries related to the topic. So I'm just sharing my screen. I hope all of you are able to see my screen. Great, Vaishali. Great to know that you're from NESIM Mumbai. Great. So, all right. So, how many of you know about liberal arts? I would definitely like to know that if anyone knows about the liberal arts. Okay, great. Thank you so much. So let's see what is common among the great five personalities which you can see on the screen. So before we move into the liberal arts, I would first like you all to understand what liberal arts is all about. What is the concept? Great, Nandini. I'm very glad to know that you know about it. Great. So, can you all think about things which are common among Steve Jobs or Arundhati, Anand Mahendra, Michael Eisner, or Oprah? Anything which is common, if you can think about, I would appreciate if you can write in the chat box so that I know that what you all are thinking about. Yes, so you can see the descriptions on your screen as well. So Steve Jobs, he's a famous American business magnate. He has a sense of I can say investing. He's a proprietor. He's an industrial designer. So he's a one-man army. I can say that who knows almost all of these things, or he's into so many different domains, right? So is Arundhati. If you look at Anand Mahendra, so there's some similarity or the common things which all of them have. So if you can think of something. Yes, Tia, they have studied liberal arts. Okay. Yes, Kevin, enterprising. Yes, Adya, you're right. They are from different backgrounds. Yes. So one thing I can say that which is common in almost all of them, it's liberal arts. Though they have a technical blend of a mind, they have a logical side of their, I can say, they have a logical understanding. They have creative bend. They are a great communicator. So all of these come under liberal arts. You're absolutely right. When I talk about liberal arts, let's see what liberal arts is all about. Okay, so liberal arts degree, it is, I'll tell you, it's very famous abroad, but now it's very famous in India too. Okay, so a liberal arts degree, it offers foundation knowledge across many different subject areas. Now, liberal arts students, they find themselves to exposed to different ideas, topics. It is ranging from arts, sciences, maths, almost everywhere. And these days, whenever you have to go for a job, or if you want to go for a full-fledged career option, then every recruiter would love to have a person who is having a technical blend of a mind, a career relevant skills that prepare you for a range of professionals, not just getting into engineering or medicine, but you have an understanding of maths, you have an understanding of logic, arithmetic, music, almost everything on the planet, I can say that. Okay, so liberal arts, it's not just arts and humanities. Many people think that, okay, liberal arts, it's all about I have to study humanities related subjects. No, it's not that, and I'll definitely explain more in brief about it. However, for all of you to understand, liberal arts, it's a multidisciplinary mix of subjects. You have your own freedom to select your subjects. That is something really amazing. You have an option of choosing majors, minors, like you have so many things which you can do as a creative side. I actually I'm remembering a very famous quote that technology alone, it's not enough. If technology, it's married with liberal arts or married with humanities, that the result that makes our heart sing. So for you to tell in short and crisp, is liberal arts is social sciences, natural sciences, maths, and including arts and humanities. So if you all know, after 10th, you all are given a choice whether you want to go for physics, chemistry, maths, physics, chemistry, bio, commerce, or humanities. Now, many people mistake that, okay, liberal arts is similar to going into a humanities. No, it's not. Liberal arts, it's a blend of all the four streams which you are offered after 10th, and you can continue that after your class 12th also. So I will tell you how you can do that. But let's first run a poll, and I would like to understand my audience better and my students and parents better. So tell me one thing, do you believe that there's explore than just studying one specialized stream? So you can see a poll on the right hand side on your portal, where you can mark yes, no, or you're not sure, that you believe that, okay, I need to study more than one specialized subject. So I would request all of you to please share your answers on the poll with yes, no, or not sure. You can see a poll on the top or on the right side of your webinar channel. So I would request you all. Great. Thanks, Preeti. You've told yes. I want you to mark on the poll as well. Please mark it on the poll so that I can tell you all that how many students believe that you need to explore more than one subject area. Great, I can see yes. Okay. Okay, so it's 100% yes. Okay, great. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. So 5% of the students feel they are not very sure that they need to, study more than one specialized subject after the class 12. Okay, now it's 4%. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this polls are to understand more about you, more about the audience, so that I can actually help you to understand the concept of liberal arts better. Okay, so let's look into some of the top most colleges who are offering liberal arts as a there's Stanford, there's Harvard, there's University of Oxford in the UK. So if you see, these are, I'll tell you, top level universities which are definitely very famous for their engineering, business, medicine, one specialized area, but they also have liberal arts and sciences as one department. So I would request, after our today's webinar session, all of you should definitely go and explore these universities. And you can just type on Google and see like liberal arts and sciences department in Harvard, in Stanford, in Oxford. So you will understand the kind of disciplines, the majors, minors, and the kind of combination which you can select after your 12th. It's phenomenal. You will definitely love it. So now let's look at another poll so that I understand that Indian universities do you know for liberal arts. So I'll be running another poll. So please share if you know any universities in India. Okay, it's many. So can you please name them in the chat box as well, the ones who said few and many? Very good, Nandini. Flames, Kriya, Ashoka. Excellent. Yes, can I have some more answers from other students? Ashrita, you're telling flames. Very good. It's Symbiosis. Symbiosis, again, all of you know it's a very well-known school for business, but they have a different college for liberal arts. Very good, Tia. Yes, great. Yes. Okay, are we, you're writing IIT, NIT? Sorry, dear. IITs and NITs are not offering liberal arts. So liberal arts is a curriculum which offers you, or I can say it's a degree which offers you to choose multiple subjects. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your replies. So let me show you the popular universities which are offering liberal arts in India. We have Ashoka, it's Kriya, Symbiosis, Opijindal, Flames. So all these universities are very well known for liberal arts curriculum in India. So I would like to show you all a video of a student. Her name is Tanya, and I would like to show you a video in understanding how Tanya she took to liberal arts. So you will understand the concept in more better way. Okay. I hope you were able to understand how Tanya she took to liberal arts. So I will be sharing some more videos which will help you all to understand the concept of better. Okay, thanks so much. Thank you, Sumedha, for sharing your list of universities. Okay, now let's look into the admission criteria for these liberal art colleges. Let's talk about Indian colleges, and then we will discuss about the universities abroad as well. Okay, so usually liberal arts universities like Ashoka, Flames, their application process, it starts well in advance. It's same like a broad university. So you cannot wait until you complete your class 12th and then apply for a university. So these days, Indian colleges have changed due to the national education policy, which is coming into the picture very soon. And the process of application, there's a lot of competition. So that is the reason they want that the application stage, it goes smoothly. And how they usually take students, we have divided into 3 different stages. Or I can say the university has divided these in 3 different stages. So the first process of admission, and especially for Ashoka Flames, the application starts, the round 1 starts in the month of October. So for all the 12th graders, you only have, I can say, the next 2 months to work on your application process. Okay, so the first thing which universities look at in India is your academic score, starting from your grade 9, 10th, 11th. And by the time you're applying, for example, you're applying in October, so you won't be having your 12th grades in hand. So which means you will be submitting your 12th class predicted scores. Okay, so 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th predicted is something which you will be submitting in the university for your application. The second thing which universities are going to ask you is the entrance exam. Now, a lot of these liberal art colleges in India, they do accept SAT. But if in case you have not given SAT, that's okay. They have their own entrance as well. Like Ashoka University, they have their own entrance exam called Ashoka Aptitude Test. Flames have a FEAT, that's Flames Aptitude Test. Symbiosis, they have their own entrance exam. So you need to clear the entrance exam. That is the second, I can say, the criteria for the universities to take you. Academics, the entrance exam. Then they are going to see your own profile or why they should be taking you. Because these liberal art colleges, or for a matter of fact, these days, almost all colleges, they have limited number of seats. So until and unless, though you have cleared the stage 1, you have given your scores, your essays, which are very important, a letter of recommendation, they will move you to stage 2. First thing is, only once they like your stage 1 of personal essays and your profile, non-academic and academic profile. And then the stage 2 is, they will shortlist you for an interview. So once you go for an interview, definitely you need to carry your CV. Earlier it was like yeah, are you all able to hear me? Am I audible? Yeah, am I audible to all of you now? Great. Thank you so much. So coming, thank you. Sorry for the glitch. So coming back to our application process, what we were discussing, from stage 1 to stage 2, that is, if you want to be shortlisted for an interview, you need to show your candidacy by first telling them that why you want to apply for the university. You need to prepare for some questions which they might ask. It's similar to how you go for a job interview. It's similar like that. I have personally placed a lot of students, and the kind of questions which they are asked during the interview round, their academic scores, their essays, letter of recommendation. Universities these days want to understand your inner personality. If you are telling that you want to apply for liberal arts and you have an interest in probably music or arts or business, how will a university understand that? Right? So universities don't know you personally. They just look into your application. And during your round number 2, that is stage 2, they will be asking you questions around that and the kind of activities which you have participated. So once you clear with your stage 2, then you'll be going to stage 3, where the university is going to share their decision and whether they want to give you a scholarship, financial aid. They give you a lot of opportunities to apply for that as well. So if you look at these 3 admission criteria, it's similar how you have it in universities abroad, especially for the students who are planning to apply for UK. US application process has been started. UK has also started through UCAS. Canadian universities have started. So all the universities around the world, and if I look for liberal arts, they are following the similar kind of a admission pattern, which is looking into stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. Okay, so moving ahead, we will look into what are the kind of subjects which we offer in liberal arts. So thank you so much, Nandana. Thanks, Tia. Yes, we will be taking your questions by the end of the webinar, definitely. And you can keep sharing your questions in the chat box. I will definitely be able to answer you. Okay, so let's look into the subjects in liberal arts. So you can see humanities, you can select arts, literature. In social sciences, you have history, law, politics. If you look for natural sciences, astrology, biology, chemistry, and if you look for formal sciences, you can look into maths, logic, statistics. So you are given an option to select your subjects under all the 4 areas, under humanities, under social sciences, naturals, and formal sciences. And your first 6 months, I can say, is an exploration stage wherein you get an opportunity of exploring every subject you want. Like, it's, you completely have your own freedom of selecting from any of these subjects. You have your own choice of selecting any of the subjects in liberal arts. So this kind of a liberty, I don't think any other university can give you if it's not a liberal arts. Like in other university, you need to choose your major, whether you want to go for psychology. In fact, if I look for Christ is definitely a deemed to be university, but then they are also offering these kind of combination as a liberal art thing, because as a university, they also understand the need of liberal arts and a liberty to the child to explore these combinations. So yeah, so you can see these kind of subjects which you are being offered as part of a liberal arts thing. Okay, so now let's run our poll number 3, and this is definitely an interesting one. Okay, so I wish to know, do you also want to first learn, explore these kind of fields before majoring in one? So I would definitely like to know my. So can you please share? I have just run the poll. So I just want to know how many of you want to first learn, explore all these areas and then choose a specialization. Yes, so Sanghamitra, the limit or the number of subjects you want to take, yes, that differs from university to university. Almost all of them give you an option of majors, minors, interdisciplinary majors, or selecting something which probably you have an hobby also, like an elective, so that you can explore all the areas and then choose a specialization for yourself. Great. I can see that 100% of the students want to go ahead. Definitely. If at my age these things were there, I would have also said that I want to definitely explore all the options. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I can see that almost everyone is saying yes. Okay. So moving ahead, I will be discussing more about the kind of combinations. Okay, so far we have discussed about liberal arts colleges, how the admission process. Now, as a child, definitely you should be knowing what are the kind of structure and the interdisciplinary combinations which you can look at. Okay. Okay, so the interdisciplinary options are like politics and society, computer science and entrepreneur. That's a wonderful blend, I can say. History and international relations for the ones who want to go for civil services ahead. And if you look for major, your core subject, you can look for computer science, English, history, bio. Minor in subjects like performing arts, visual arts, or media studies. Many students have a blend of writing and they want to take creative writing or English literature as an option. But many students are not very aware that we want to take it as a career or not. So taking a minor in these subjects, it will definitely give you an edge to understand your creative side, and it will give you an option of exploring it as a subject. Yeah, so I hope these structure and combinations are clear. I also would request all of you that you should explore our Univariety page, where we are going to, you can see about Ashoka. We are going to conduct a lot of webinars also in near future. So I definitely want you to explore Ashoka, Flames, these universities, disciplines, and explore by yourself which are best for you. So moving ahead, talking more about the skill development, why this concept is made, why it is not there in almost like other colleges. So the reason why this concept is made is to develop your skills. Now these days, everyone or every company wants an employee whose skills are developed. You might have seen a lot of people being an engineer, they want to become an MBA also. So which means they want to have a diverse skill. They need to have a theoretical blend of a mind. They need to understand, though having a technical blend, they want to know how to communicate well in the industry. A salesperson needs to understand the human relationship. A HR in a company needs to understand the community and culture, right? So critical thinking and understanding of culture, you only study a diverse range of subjects. And the whole idea behind liberal arts is to develop your own skill. Yes. So moving ahead, I'll talk about some of the myths of liberal arts so that you understand the concept more better and why it is different from the conventional streams. When I talk about conventional streams, it means that colleges or streams where you cannot switch in different options. Like for example, if you go for engineering, okay, or if you go for CA, these kind of professional courses or convention courses, they focus on one or the related subject only, which helps you to become an engineer, for example. You cannot change different lines if you want to, if you are going to a college, for example, IITs or NITs, you can to other areas. There is a little limited personal, I can say, growth and an exposure for more skill development. So these are some of the reasons why liberal art concept is very, very famous. Okay, so I will show you another video by Saloni. So how Saloni found freedom in liberal arts. And she was also not very sure that she should be going for liberal arts or not. That was a very insightful video, I can say that. So Saloni is from Ryan International in Mumbai. Okay. Okay, so there was an echo, no problem. We will send you this video to all our attendees, no problem. Yes, so as Saloni rightly said, for the ones who couldn't hear, there is freedom in liberal arts. Like you make your own choice of subjects, you can major in one particular subject, but still learn about different subjects in minor or choose an interdisciplinary major. You get interest in different subjects at this age, and it's pretty common, right? So, but then you need not select one particular area of interest if you're not very sure. You want to explore your creative blend of mind, you want to explore the sciences or natural sciences. Now, like Saloni, she has done like BSc in mathematics, so which is something, if you look for a traditional college or a traditional conventional, I can say universities, they offer only one. Okay, if you have taken maths, you have to study BSc maths and stats. You cannot explore yourself. But Saloni got a freedom of exploring all these things, and you have a chance of changing your career very smoothly, because probably you can have a plan A and plan in your mind. So that is the reason you have a lot of freedom when it comes to liberal art colleges. So to burst few of the myths about liberal art colleges or about the liberal art curriculum is that a lot of students, they feel that, okay, if I study from liberal art college, I will not have a good pay or good, universities, or later if I have to do my masters or if I have to get a job, I will not get a good placement package. That's absolutely wrong. If you look at all the liberal art colleges, there are top top companies which are coming to recruit students, especially because they have taken liberal arts as a curriculum. Many students feel that like less career prospects. That's absolutely not true. We show you some companies which have recruited students from liberal art colleges. Many that it's too abstract, like, okay, stats, math, eco, natural sciences. Definitely it's not abstract, but then it's for you, for your betterment, to give you an understanding of everything before you choose your best. Okay, so liberal arts, it's too good to be true, definitely, because there are a lot of professors. If you look for the teaching professors who are teaching at these liberal art colleges, be it Ashoka, Flames, Kriya, you will see people who have studied from Harvard or top universities. They come to India and teach, especially for these liberal arts students, because the outreach is extensive. You get a lot of opportunities of going abroad. There are a lot of exchange programs. Recently, Ashoka conducted their summer program called Young Scholars, where students got an opportunity of meeting people from diverse cultures. So that was tremendous. So let's see the top recruiting companies, which are very specific, that I want a student who has studied from liberal arts. So it's ENY, you can see Bank of America, Fortis, like almost the most top level, recruiting companies are choosing students who have taken liberal arts as their curriculum. Okay, so I will be showing you another video wherein you will understand what does IIMs faculty. Now, many students might have selected business as their option, and they would like to know that, okay, if I have to choose business, whether liberal arts will be a right set of curriculum for me or not, right? So let me show you another video from an IIM faculty member.
My name is Professor Ranjit Nambudri, and I am a faculty at the Indian Institute of Management in Indore. Management essentially ends up having three major foundational disciplines. You have one in economics, then you have courses in mathematics and statistics, and then you have courses in the social sciences, namely psychology, sociology, and a little bit of political science. The objective of the integrated program in management is to create socially responsible leaders and managers. There's also two internships that the students go through. The first internship pertains to the social internship, which happens at the end of the third year, and students go through a social internship process either with a non-governmental organization or a public service organization, or they go to a corporate organization internship, but with the CSR departments of corporate organizations. And leadership skills essentially involves having creativity, innovative behavior, and thinking out of the box. The foundations of the four core areas of management: finance, you have courses like economics, mathematics, statistics, and of late a little bit of psychology as well, because you're looking at recent research which talks about behavioral finance. Similarly, the core courses for marketing become economics, mathematics, statistics, and again psychology. The core courses in organizational behavior and HR come from the social sciences domain, where you're looking at subjects like psychology, sociology, anthropology, and maybe a little bit of political science as well. Whereas strategy looks at more understanding in public policy and economics. One of the critical components of a manager's job is communication, and hence there is a bucket of courses that takes them through communication, both written as well as oral, and also soft skill development and personality development.
Yes, so we have seen how IIM's faculty member, he's a topmost member who have spoken about these kind of subjects, the kind of combinations which are required. Definitely, if you want to join IIM Indore, they have a 5-year integrated program, but they themselves feel that the student needs to have a blend of everything. They have given examples of being a manager, or what kind of a combinations actually help the recruiters to take, or the universities to understand the people better. Okay, so let's run the last poll for our webinar, which is, what career in liberal arts have you heard of? So you can see the poll. It's none, or at least 5 careers you've heard of, or more than 5 options. So if you can name them in the chat box as well, I would appreciate. Okay. We have heard of more than 5 options. So I would request students and parents, please share that in the chat box. I would love to know what career are you aware of. Okay, yes. Thank you. So I got the answers, as many of you don't know what are the options. I can say that 5% of the students, they know more than 5 options, and few know just the 5 options which are available. So we'll be discussing more about that. Okay. So here are the list of popular career in liberal arts. Thanks, Varsha. Writer, publishing, advertising. Very good, Varsha. Devansh, counseling. Okay, wow. I can see a counselor which is coming ahead. Shweta. Great. You can see here on the screen. So popular career options, it involves communications, which are very important, and these days it's a great demand of communication industry. Financial analysis, design, advertising, corporate affairs. You have a blend of marketing, journalism, public relation. It's almost everywhere. Economist, copywriting, publishing, social work. All these are some of the popular career options in liberal arts. Yes, thank you, Ananya. Yes, it's marketing. Very good, very good. Great. So let's see the admission process, how it goes for these universities. Okay. So they have an elimination and a selection. Okay. So like I was discussing how universities take you for admission. Academics, definitely. Entrance exam, definitely they give a weightage of 70%. But I can say the remaining percentage, it is depending on the kind of profile which you have and the kind of activities which you have done, which helps the university to select you. Now, if I look into the elimination process in the stage 1, if your academics and entrance are good, definitely you come to the next stage. But if your profile is not good enough, you are not going to move ahead to the next step of getting into a good university of your choice, especially the liberal arts. Okay. So I am going to show you a last video of Tejaswini, who is talking about that you are more than just your mark. Into that.
I did get really good grades in my 10th grade examination, and I did pretty decently for my 12th grade examination. But I don't think colleges look for just your grades anymore at this point. I think they want to understand you as a person, what you can bring to the table, and that can't be gauged through just academics. Top colleges across the country today really just look at your academic scores as more of an elimination criteria. It's just this unique profile, right? So you, through your essay, what they're really trying to gauge is whether your ambition and whether your interest towards whether you've really demonstrated interest towards the field that you're applying for. And doing a lot of these extracurricular activities ultimately take up a lot of money and time. So so then it becomes really imperative for you to choose those activities that really kind of bring out your uniqueness, as well as, of course, the idea is also to have fun, right? So it needs to be something that you love to do also. Your application needs to be more than just your marks. It needs to be a reflection of everything that you've achieved so far. It needs to be a reflection of everything that you've achieved so far. I really just hope that everybody remembers that. You are more than just your marks. I really just hope that everybody remembers that.
Yes, so for the ones who couldn't hear, I'll tell you that Tejaswini was talking about that you are more than just your marks, that everyone should understand that marks are not the only criteria how universities are going to give you admission. And for a matter of fact, you also need to understand that it is equally difficult for the university also. If they have like 10 students who are getting 90%, okay, and there are another set of 5 students who are telling that, okay, we have cleared the entrance exam, now what next? So when you go for an interview, the kind of activities or the kind of things which you do demonstrates your skill and how you are different from other. Even if I tell you I've counseled 2 twin brothers, but then when I look for their personality type, they are totally different. And that is the similar thing you need to convince the university by the kind of things which you have done to showcase your non-academic profile. Okay, so let me tell you how Univariety can help you in building your non-academic profile, and we've helped lots of students from so many years in order to get into your desired university by doing the kind of things which help you in a great profile building. From no profile to a great profile, it's just, I can tell you, a journey of 50 days where we are focusing on helping you first decide or come to a conclusion on your career. That can be a plan A, plan B, by giving you 2 psychometric tests. First, to understand your strengths, your weakness, your personality type. It's definitely very important for me or our counselors to understand what kind of a personality you have and what you want to do ahead. Now, for a matter of fact, I have Ananya who is attending this webinar. I have Tia who is attending this webinar. So if I don't have their psychometric test done, or I don't know them personally to help them decide to a conclusion on a career, right? To help the child decide on a career, that's our first step. What we do in a profile building program is to first decode you, which is to understand your strengths, your psychological strength, and the areas of interest which you have. Okay, so once we come to a conclusion by seeing your 2 psychometric tests, that okay, probably Ananya should be choosing, and she should also look for liberal arts as a curriculum. The second step, what we do is we have 3 virtual internships. We also call it as a virtual career tour, which is for 2 to 3 hours, where you get a clarity on a career, which is to make your decision more concrete, which means we will tell you that, okay, if after seeing your psychometric, these are the set of 3 virtual tours which you have to do on psychology, on law, or any 3 options which you can choose out of the 18 career options which we have. So once we get these 5 reports, that is the time we conduct your career counseling session, which happens over the Zoom call, where we are helping you to finalize on your career, helping you to finalize on your country, that okay, if you want to go abroad or you want to keep look for India, what are the set of expenses you need to keep in mind, what are the set of factors which you need. So the first activity outcome is we are helping you to decide on the career, country, and we give you certain research tools to start exploring colleges so that you can start looking into different colleges. That is our first step, first outcome. The second outcome, what we look for is to help you understand the global trends and how the admission process works, like how I discussed today, like a stage 1, stage 2, and what kind of things you need to be ready with as a student and as a parent as well. Okay, so activity 3 is we look into first what all activities you have done so far. So without knowing you, we cannot suggest any random activity which is not going to definitely help you in your admission. So that is the reason, once we have decided on the career, country, and our dream university, the next move on is capturing on the kind of activities which you have done so far. So these are the 3-step process which we follow. First is to help you decide on the career, country, and the course. Then capturing what all activities you have done so far. Okay. Then after we see your activities, that okay, you have participated in MUNs, like for example, Tia, she For example, if I talk about Tia, she's a great cook. She likes baking. So I need to know what all activities she has done so far in order to suggest her the activities which will help her in getting admission and what she has to do in the next 2 years of her life. So after we have seen your current activity score, we generate the first draft of roadmap. So at Univariety, we have, I can say that there are more than 6 courses which are available. Some are online, some are summer programs, offline, NGOs. There are so many academic research projects. So there are so many activities which as a child, as a parent, you might not know which is best for my child to building a good profile, a good personality, and a good portfolio. Right? So in the activity 4, we tell you, we generate a first draft of roadmap wherein we tell you that, okay, these are the set of 15-20 activities which can be conducted by Harvard University, by Ashoka University, or any university, but those activities need to have a value. You doing any random activity next to your home which doesn't have a good credibility, it doesn't help the universities or for your entire profile in order to help the university understand that, okay, what is the level of the activity which you have done. Okay, that is a number, I can say 4. And once that is done, once you complete a set of 15-20 activities, what we do is we give you a CV which is college ready. Now, for example, if Tia is doing activity, being in class 11th, she has just started doing activity. So our agenda is not that in 50 days you need to complete all the 15-20 activities, because every activity has a timeline, or some are done only in summers. So once Tia completes the activity till grade 12, she comes back to us or on the portal itself. She marks all those activities and she gets a CV that she can carry during the personal interview round. So that is what Univariety is offering you, a great college profile in 50 days, where we are helping you first to finalize on the career country and college. The second step is telling you what activities are, where you have to go in order to do those activities, and then after you complete the activities, giving you a college ready profile. And trust me, this program has been a great hit from so many years which we've been running, and every student and parent, they actually love this program. So it's just a 4 simple step process. That is, first you discover your potential by giving psychometric and virtual tours. Second, we set a goal for you. We have 2 counseling sessions in this program. Third, we give you a roadmap. And fourth, you build your profile. So it's just a 4-step simple process to help you for admission. Now, building the right profile, I'll tell you, it goes the exact ProMap way. Yes, Nandini, we charge for this program because this is a specialized program for which we assign you a dedicated 50 days who will be a profile building expert. Okay, so it's a small investment, but it will help you to make a clear and confident career choice for yourself. Okay, so basically the program costs you 20,000. The regular price of the program is 29,500, but we are giving this program now at 20,000 plus taxes, 18% taxes, which is at a 40% discount for our entire end-to-end guidance of our ProMap program. So if you're wondering what is the best time for me to start, is this program required for me or not, I should do it or not. First thing, if you are in 8th class, it's the best time to start. 9th class, definitely you have another set of 4 years. 10th class, yes, but then you will have your exam. Prioritize and understand. But this 50-day program, I'll tell you, it's for anyone starting from grade 8 till grade 12. And even if you're a 12th grader, I can say that if you want to apply for these liberal art colleges, or if you have another choice of areas like business management or something where the profile is much needed, then you still have time from now till you apply to the university. So probably you can do 4-5 activities which will actually help you, and you never knew that, okay, probably doing this will help me in building my profile. And it makes you more confident when you are in an interview also, if you know your subject well, right? So grade 10th, again a best time. 11th grader, you just have 2 years in your hand, and 12th graders, we definitely need to first understand, expedite the process. And after the entire discussion, I'll be taking some of the questions and we will give you a landing. You can actually enter all your details. You will get that in the sticky box, and we will reach out to you and help you with your queries. And you can avail a counseling session as well from us. Okay, so coming back to the profile ingredients, what kind of a profile I need to have, or Miss Vita, you're asking that what kind of internships are needed to improve the profile. Okay, so to be very clear, Miss Vita, now we cannot give a similar activity to another student. Like the same activity cannot go for hundreds of students. Every child has their own potential, right? So we need to first decide on the career, on the country, and the kind of internship. Like probably your child can go into do activities if they are looking for abroad like Harvard, or more internationally accredited activities. And for a student who is looking for different need to have a different kind of an internship or a kind of a profile. So these are some of the ingredients, I must say, which all students must have. That is, like, you need to have activities related to your academics. Like I can say there are activities which are showing your special skills. Like for example, some students want to go for business, but they really like coding, or they have learned certain languages like French, Spanish, going out of the box. You have certain unique hobbies. You like music, you have participated in Trinity Music, a lot of exams you have given, you have participated in MUNs. So there is Vedic mathematics. So there is a blend of profile ingredients which you can look for. And that is what we discuss in the program, that what kind of activities you should be doing in order to build your profile more stronger. So I'm just showing you a case of Rashmi's journey, who joined to Ashoka University. She was from Sai International School, which is again a very famous school. Okay, so you can see the kind of activities which she has done. She was a 96% student. She got an NTSE scholarship. She has, done tremendous work for contributing in the community. She was a founder of Shilpa Karam activity, and then you can see her diverse interest as well. So these are the kind of activities which I can say Rashmi has participated, and this is a similar thing which we are going to suggest you as well. So if you wish to know more about the activities, we can help you. You can see a link which is there on the chat box to book your slot now. So I would highly suggest all of you to kindly click on the link so that all of you can see. So pasting the link in the chat box. Please fill that so that our counselors can help you and understand your specific profile and your specific need of counseling. So yes, so thank you so much. Yes, Ananya, so the session is almost at a verge of completing. Okay, so now we will begin with the question and answer round. I know many of you have been waiting, and thank you so much, all of you, for attending this very patiently till the end. I can see almost all of you have started and are still there with me. I'm so glad to see that. So I would request, please share your questions in the chat box so that I can answer a few questions, and definitely you have a link to book a counseling session with us as well. So please share your questions in the chat box so that I can help you to understand better. Okay, so Tia, your question is what should go in a personal statement or essay? So for example, if you're applying for a psychology course, okay, and the university wants to understand that why are you serious about psychology? What made you to choose that decision that you want to choose psychology? What are some of the things which you have done? Definitely, you are going to add these things in the extracurricular, but then in your personal statement or an essay, it would be more, I can say, in depth. Universities are, they have an urge to know more about you, like that why you want to choose that career, or if you like baking, what have you done in baking. So they want to understand everything, and your writing skills should be very strong for the essays and the SOP. Okay, so Asta, the counseling session would be for free, so I would highly request you to click on the link. Yeah, so Sridatri, the kind of combination, I can share you a link where you can look for some of the university combinations. You have a scope of selecting from natural sciences, social sciences, and arts, commerce, almost all the combinations you have. Okay, so Ria, your question is, will any liberal art college in India have 1 year of studying in India and 1 year of study abroad? Yes, they do have a lot of student exchange programs. So definitely it's help you. You can have a lot of opportunity of going abroad, but it's not compulsory that they send you after first year. They can send you in your last year, or they can send you for the 3 months or 6 months. Sahaj, your question is, do all universities ask for portfolio? So Sahaj, there is a difference between a portfolio and a profile. Okay, profile or a CV, yes, all universities are going to ask you, but portfolios are something which is asked by only for the universities where you want to go for design courses, like for example fashion design, interior design, architecture, where you share your drawings and designs. That is called a portfolio. But CV is something sharing your entire activity starting from 9th grade to 12th grade, which is by almost all the universities. Thanks, Sahaj. Yeah, so Nandini, your question is, okay, if you're still willing to go abroad, if you want to study abroad, okay, one is you get a scholarship, that you have a good profile and everything, and universities are ready to take you, and they give you like a 20% scholarship or a 30%, but that is something not predictable, because first you have to do everything which is required to get scholarship. Second is a financial aid. Now, if you have to get a financial aid, they have merit based, that if your scores are good, your profile is good, they give you a financial aid. And second thing is they check your parents, like how much tax your parents are paying in India, and based on that, they give you a financial aid. So scholarship, financial aid, this is something, I'll tell you, it's not predictable, and no university actually writes on their website that they will give 100%. But yes, for getting scholarship, our programs actually help students in getting scholarship, or to I can say that a wow factor which universities might like and then take you. Yes. Okay, so Vaishnav Arun, booking a slot, mention link. Yeah, it's free of cost. It's free of cost. You can click on the link and book your counseling session along with your parents. Yes, Ishika, you can join now being in grade 12th. It will definitely help you. Like I said, we need to first understand which university, which country are you looking for, and how much time do you have to do activities. So if you have time, definitely you should do at least a 5 or 6 activities, like a 2 weeks courses, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but then the right kind of activities that will actually help you. Okay, so Ananya, your question is, what about the placement? Placement of which university are you asking? Placements are basically depending on which university you join. How you perform in the university also depends on the placement. Now, I get many students and parents asking me, I want to do this career. What is going to be a placement in this college? See, placement, getting a job later, it's completely dependent on how you perform after you go into the university also. Okay, so that is very, very important. So Vaishnav, your question is, are these activities chargeable? Okay, so Vaishnav, a very good question. See, we suggest you what are the best activities. Okay, out of the 6 to 7 lakhs, now we cannot dump the entire data to you, Vaishnav, right? So we only need to tell you what are the best 15, 20 activities. Now, those activities, some can be free also, some can be paid also, because it's not conducted by us, it's by different universities. The activities are conducted by different universities. You need to understand. Okay, so Nitant, I will answer your query. If one has participated in various competitions but haven't achieved anything, and another has participated only in a handful of competition but has achieved, so who has a better profile? Okay, a very good question, Nitant. Now, one thing I'll tell you, when you're applying for universities with the activities, they are not concerned about hundreds or 200s of certificates you have. Okay, they are not looking for a participated certificate. They are looking for what you have learned from the activity after you have done. Now, many students tell me I've participated in MUN, and when I ask them what was your role, they said I was just standing as a volunteer. But then you haven't done something, you were just standing, you haven't done any activity, or you haven't taken an effort to speak or show your leadership quality. So the ones who is able to show their quality quality of activity is very important, not the quantity. Okay, so I would suggest that a person who has handful of activity, but then the ones which are very good, it will add value. Yes, Ishika, I'll take your last question for today, and definitely for all others, I want you to definitely book your slot so that you can ask your questions about career options to our counselor. So, Ishika, doing this program will be considered while admission. See, this program is to help you get a clarity on course, country, and the kind of profile you need to have at admission into the topmost colleges. Okay, so this program is not made for, I can say, the ones who are thinking that I will get admission. This is not an admission. This will help you in getting admission. This is not to tell you that, okay, this is to, you will get 100% placement in Harvard University, but you will get a chance to get into Harvard if you do all these things, which is required to get admission. Okay, so I hope all of you were able to understand the concept of liberal arts, and the ones who want to go ahead for our profile building program also, that this discount is available today, tomorrow. Okay, so I would highly suggest the ones who are interested or want to know more about the program, kindly book your slot so that we can speak to you and or particular concern which you have. So thank you very much. Thank you all for attending this webinar very patiently, sharing your queries, and I hope I was able to answer quite a lot of them. But then in case if I missed any query, you can definitely send an email or you can book your slot. I would suggest that you book your slot. Yes. Thank you so much. Have a lovely weekend, lovely evening, and we are there to help you always. So please note that Univariety is there to help you with all your queries. And I really have a lot of my students whom I'm still connected, whom I have placed in universities in US, UK, India, almost everywhere. So I think that all of you need to be connected with your counselors and having a professional guidance or a person who is actually in the field who can share their information. It actually helps you a lot as a child in building your career ahead. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope you all had a lovely time. Thanks so much for attending it patiently. I look forward to meeting you all very soon. Thank you so much. Thank you.